Hello there. Welcome to the Amma Manson Show. So, hopefully, you are not a stranger here. But what goes on here is education, definitely some empowerment. We add humor, information, and just a good vibe generally. It is not just a talk show, it's a live show. We talk about life, we unpick life, we find solutions to the things that stress us in life, and we make progress together. It is the Amma Manson Show, and my name is Amma, your girl, your educator, your motivator, and I kick your hind wherever we need to. Enjoy, invite other people to join in, and hopefully you have a wonderful experience on today's show. Let's get straight into things. Good morning, sisters. Good morning, everybody. This is your sister Amma, and it's really good to see you this morning. I'm sat here this morning quite pensive, quite reflective, and I want to talk to you about something. The title of this particular one is My Sister's Advocate. My Sister's Advocate. Other people also call it My Sister's Keeper. It's a concept that is not new. It's been around for a while, but it's one of those things that nobody, well, amongst our community anyway, people don't take seriously. Women like me grew up with that concept that women are our own enemies. I grew up with it. That if you really want to do well as a girl, you better learn to stand alone. And I have stood and I have fought. And I have acquired, I have been quite successful, but I have had some miserable fails. Even when I'm successful, now that I'm thinking about it, it takes such an effort to achieve what the brothers do effortlessly. I have been looking at a lot of things. I have been reflecting on quite a few things, wanting to understand why that is, and it finally hit me. Watching my husband and his friends interact, it's always the brothers network, always. They are competitive because they are humans. They want to do well. It's innate human nature to want to do better, all right? But the boys seem to have learned to do this without actually creating hindrances for each other. They are more supportive of each other. They goad each other on. They help each other on. They understand networking more than we have. So in most communities, networking is understood better than our BME community, particularly the African tribes. I would only specifically talk about Ghana because that's my niche. We have not really been brought up to understand networking, and we think that helping somebody is done at our expense. It's not. I have done it alone, and I've realized that if I had a network of sisters, if I had a group of women who would stand with me, whose shoulders I could have stood on, who would give me that leg up, I could have climbed higher, I could have climbed faster. And when I got to the top, what I would do in sister solidarity is to extend a hand down to drag a few up. And if we learned that simple thing, push one up, drag the rest to follow, we would all have made better progress as a group, in fact. So those of you who are in similar networks to me, those of you in my old school association, I've been giving you a lot of headache about the Sisters Network. I have been disturbing your peace. I have not let you know any peace because it's something I've become very passionate about. It's become something I am very interested about. I am interested in networking with anybody and everybody, but it's the sisters I'm focusing on because we are the ones who least know how to do this. We don't know how to do this, and it has to change. So for today, I am making a commitment to be my sister's advocate. And I'm praying and hoping that when you hear this, it would actually also resonate with you. It's a simple commitment. I don't want you to send me a contract. I don't want you to do anything. It's just an internal commitment that from this day forward, I am a sister's advocate. And what does that mean? That means, I'll give you some examples. There are some sisters who've been with me on my networks. These sisters They talk on my shows, they have conversations with me. They help me, especially in this COVID period. They've really helped me to cope. And I have come to understand even better how important it is to have a support network about you. But those sisters have done it out of their hearts. They've not really wanted anything from me, and I've actually not been capable of doing anything for them. But it's also part of the sisters network, the sisters keeper system, to understand that I cannot be selfish about it. That I also need to think about these sisters as human beings and ask myself, what could progress my sisters? So a few of you have already heard from me. The rest of you will hear from me over the next few days, because some of you I haven't quite figured out precisely what to do within my ability to change what you do. But a couple of you, it's been the networks and pages you man, and that's something I'm quite experienced in. And I've sat and looked at your pages and I've seen little things that you could do. Part of being a sister's keeper is making sure that when a sister calls me and says, Amma, what are you using for X, that I never lie. That even though I am using system X, I am able to give you the options that I have come to know since I took I paid for system X. But since I did system X, I've also heard about system Y and system Z and ABCD. Part of being a sister's keeper, a sister's advocate, is for me to give you what I wish that I had at my disposal when I got to a particular crossroad. If I've gone before you, I've seen the road before you. If I've walked it before you, I have seen the traps before you. And if only I would tell my sisters behind where the traps are. If I would tell my sisters where the glitches are, where the step-ups are, where the potential gains are, that the next person who walks my path should walk it easier, should walk it quicker, should make better progress than I did. And that is the fundamental of being a sister's advocate. On this day, you commit to correcting your sister, but learning to do so privately sometimes. Amma is being an idiot. I am not asking you to pretend she isn't. I'm asking you to call Amma, to bring Amma to order, but not to destroy her publicly. I am asking you to preempt and prevent for Amma because I am your sister. I am asking you to take proactive steps to help me, and let me give you some examples. I need to grow to a certain number of followers. So I really do scramble, and it is a painful process to get to that place. It really is. But all it would take, now that I've got my 200 followers, is to share Angela's page and ask my 200 to support Angela. Out of those 200, I might only get 50 who act and do something for Angela, but that's 50 more Angela would have struggled to find. Can you imagine if Angela had 4 such sisters? 4 such sisters. And if each of us got that 50 for Angela in a week. Angela has hit the 200 in a week, when each one of us may have taken 6 months, 12 months to grow to that point. It is the YouTube channels, for example, that I've been asking you guys to subscribe to. You are my sisters. You do have friends. You do have associates. You do have networks. And when you see that Amma needs 270 people to get to a target, you look at it and you think, you know what? I have 5 sisters, 4 brothers, 2 cousins, whatever. Guys, can you subscribe for Amma? And if all the sisters who are on my network would do that for me, it should be like that. The rest of the people on my networks, for whatever reason they are there, don't even need to be supportive. What needs to be done would be achieved a lot quicker, a lot easier. And when we start doing that for each other, it is a new beginning. It is a new reality. It is a new habit of ours that we are going to learn and develop. Would it be easy? Of course not. It won't be. But that's the difference between when you are committed to something and when you are not. I'm 100% committed to this. And from this day forward, I would watch you, I would disturb you, I will coach you. So those who've heard from me this week, you never really asked me for a coaching session. I put myself right there. I have been in a lot of your faces. I have been critiquing what a lot of you do. No, it's not because I want to be critical for no reason. It's because I want to take these things internally so that you can fix them before the real critics come calling. Because we do have enough of them. We do. They criticize me, they criticize you, they destroy you, they destroy me. You need to know that. I prevent your self-esteem from being destroyed. I give you a little bit of encouragement and support. I help you cope better and you survive. And when you survive, you give the leg up to another set of 5 to 10 sisters. Those of you who are business moguls, those who are gurus in particular things, look at the rest of us upcoming and extend your hand. Not because of anything you will give, but just because we are your sisters. Those of you who've got resources at your disposal, decide just to place it at the disposal of somebody who might be a younger you, somebody who is a few steps down the ladder, somebody who is where you've been before and you know how difficult it is in that place. Give them a simple phone call, a text message, and say that I do know what you're going through. On this occasion, it's something you have to go through. It is part of your growth and not much you can do about it. But sis, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And that assurance alone, I can tell you, makes a world of a difference. On the rare occasions when people have extended that courtesy to me, it gives me that impetus to keep going. It has been the difference between packing it all in, giving it all up, saying it's not possible, and just soldiering on. Knowing that I do have somebody championing me, I do have somebody looking out for me, it gives me a new confidence to go out, to be braver, to take more risks, because it will be okay. And even if it ended up in tears, I would have a shoulder or 10 to go cry on. I am still pondering what to do with this Sisters Advocate Network. One of the first things that popped into my head is to start a WhatsApp group, but you know what a jungle WhatsApp groups can be. Then I thought maybe a Facebook group might help. We are still thinking about that one. We'll see. So I am actually throwing it right back at you, and I'm asking you in the comment section for this video to put your ideas for this Sisters Network. Sisters Advocate. What do sister advocates do? Whether we decide to mount a platform or we decide not to is beside the point. Whether there is a physical hub of operation or not, I want that hub of operation to commence from here. Acknowledge that you are part of this, that you do take care of your sisters. I know there are many sisters groups. That's not what I'm looking for. No, I'm not looking for a group which will put money together to go do jack. That's not my interest. That area has already been covered by many existing groups. And again, as part of a sisters advocate, you do not take your sisters on unnecessarily. You do not sabotage what a sister is already doing. You look at the gaps carefully and you identify areas of operation which does not inhibit your sisters already climbing. That's the problem. That's the problem. We see a sister climbing and we all latch onto the sister and we pull on this sister until we get her beneath us. That has been our practice and it has to stop. So I want to look into X. I find my sister already in that area. There's no point starting X. Whatever resources, experiences I have, I use that to push her so she progresses better in that area. And then I find area Y and announce that I am going into Y. And what should happen is Sister X who's been left alone, Sister X who's been pushed up, Sister X who is higher up also drops that ladder for me and makes it easier for me to climb. Do you understand this, girls? Do Do you understand this, sisters? Do you understand this, ladies? It has to change. It has to change, and it has to change from somewhere. When you see my wig and it is not where it's supposed to be, fix my wig. Fix my wig. When you see that I am exposed somewhat, cover me up. Cover me up. When you see the tear in my eye, don't wait for it to drop. Pick me up before the tears fall. Pick me up before the tear falls. When you see sweat on my brow, wipe it. Wipe it. Not because I might even thank you. Not because I might even realize what you've done to help me. Not because I will appreciate it in any way. Sometimes I might even fight you whilst you're doing it. But that's what sisters do. We watch out for each other. We help each other. I have 2 sisters. I am not the easiest of them to relate with. But that understanding of this is it. This is ours. Whatever she is ours. Whatever she does, we support her. We love her. And in that security of that sisterhood comes a lot of growth, comes a lot of development. Do you understand, sisters? And are you committed to being a sister's keeper? I think the name Sister's Keeper is too cliche. So we'll say Sisters Advocates. My name is Amma Manson and I am a Sisters Advocate. Are you able to make that declaration? I do hope so. If you feel like making that public declaration, do so in the comments. You want to reach out, you've thought of something, you have some vision of what we could do with this one, please, please, please. I want to go there into coaching and mentorship of young girls, challenging the girls to be more aspirational, even more aspirational than we are. I've just realized, talking to the girls that I went to secondary school with, that we have become this individual, phenomenal collection of individual women. And reading people's profiles this week made me realize that we've not seen our potential. We didn't even know what we've become. And one of the first steps in anything is to know who we are, what we have become. So if you want to tell us what you do, if you want to reach out to me and tell me what you do and can offer in support of people coming up, please do. You will see my contact details at the bottom of the screen. Please get in touch with me. Please reach out. Check me out on all social media handles. It's AmmaManson1 on all social media handles. Particularly on YouTube, you will find a lot of work, a lot of information turning up. I want to do better because I know I have not done good enough. And it's going to be changing. That is my word to you. This is my commitment. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that it's also set you thinking. Be you a sister or not, if you are a brother, I am still your sister. And you can give me a leg up too. See you soon.